Hello, and welcome to a Top One Podcast. I'm your boy RC, and it's your favorite time of the week. I know it is because it's mine. You guys get to listen to me for like 5 minutes and just let me talk about the NFL and other ratchet mess. Today, our special correspondent is Azor Dreams, so stick around for that. But first, let's talk about the news and how R sees it. Let's go. Let's get it going. This week, Brady Quinn came out and started talking about Tebow. He had a couple of quotes saying he feels Tim Tebow is not genuine. I honestly didn't know what the hell it was about. I really didn't care. But here's what I have to say about this. Brady freaking Quinn. The Browns traded you away, my dude. They didn't want you. The Browns got rid of you. You want to know who people got going to the Browns, 4th overall at the draft? A quarterback. Which means quarterback was a position of need for the Browns. They needed a quarterback, and they traded you away. I mean, they thought Jake Delhomme was a better quarterback than you. I don't think you understand the severity of this situation. The Browns, the Cleveland Browns, didn't want you. If I ever played football and I got drafted by the Browns and they cut me, I'd probably kill myself or I'd turn to drugs because I just failed at life. The Browns didn't want me. Brady Quinn has no purpose in life. Brady Quinn needs to shut his mouth, 4th string quarterback behind Tebow, and never be heard again. He has no purpose in life but to tell us the way Alicia fucking Saccamone's booty smells, and he can't even do that because I still don't know how her booty smells. Brady Quinn shut his mouth and no longer talk ever again about anything again. That's how I feel about that. The NFL Combine is this week, and that's always been the most relevant of NFL events throughout the year. And now that Al Davis is dead, rest in peace, even less of us care. But we did find out a couple of interesting things. We found out that RG3, Robert Griffin III, is well spoken, apparently, which is another word for he ain't a thug. I don't believe it. I think he's going to thug it up, but we'll see. Andrew Luck shades his neck beard, which means he owns a razor. Good for him. And Alshon, however the fuck you say his name, Alshon Jeffrey, didn't break the scale when he stepped on it, so he's at a good 215 pounds. That's about the most interesting things that came out about the Combine. I think it's pointless. It's a bunch of men running around in underwear. I think only Falcon players like that. So, yeah. Speaking of terrible, irrelevant things, the Redskins are apparently smitten by 29-year-old future rookie quarterback Brandon Weeden. 29-year-old rookie quarterback. If this isn't typical lolskins, I don't know what is. Leave it to the Redskins to try to draft a wily old veteran. Honestly, I hope they go through with this move because it would just be the icing on the lowskins cake that this team is really trying to be the embarrassment of the league. I hope for the NFC East's sake, because we don't want to see the Redskins be competitive, even though I don't see it happening ever. And finally, Peyton Manning to the Kansas City Chiefs is apparently heating up. Congratulations to the Chiefs if this move actually happens, because if Peyton Manning does become a Kansas City Chief, people might actually realize that Kansas City is actually not in Kansas. Interesting. But on the other side of the things, I think the Colts are retarded. I think the Colts are stupid. I think the Colts are an embarrassment. I think the Colts are just... The Colts are the Lil Wayne of the NFL. Peyton Manning is your franchise. Peyton Manning is the guy who made your team what it is today. When I think of the Colts, I don't think of a goddamn horseshoe. I think of Peyton Manning. Peyton Manning is the reason why people don't think Indianapolis is in India. Yeah, basically, I don't know where Indianapolis is. I still don't. But Peyton Manning made your entire state relevant. He brought you guys a Super Bowl that Indianapolis has never had in their entire existence. And for you to just get rid of him just like that is ridiculous. It's just absolutely ridiculous. And I think the Colts, I hope they get cursed, like Cleveland Browns cursed. And that's twice I've mentioned the Browns, which is never going to happen ever again in a podcast. The Colts had everything going their way. Their quarterback was hurt. They had the number 1 pick. So why not draft the top quarterback, Andrew Luck, have him sit behind Manning for 2-3 years in a system that has proven in the past to work, the Peyton Manning system. And if Andrew Luck is supposedly the greatest quarterback since Peyton Manning, he would have no problem running it just as successful as Peyton has. And I don't know how to pronounce successful. Oh, I just did. All right, cool. But they had it perfect, and fucking Bill Polian just ruined everything. Just fired everybody. They even fired what's his face, Jim Caldwell, who I think should have got another year, even though he suffers from nigger the same face that Leslie Frazier has, the same face that Lovie Smith has. I think that he should have had another year. I think he's a good quarterback coach. He would have coached up Andrew Luck to be a pretty good quarterback, I think. And if Peyton Manning was indeed hurt and he couldn't play anymore, you'd have Luck right there, and you could have cut him. $24 million is nothing. It's pocket change for what Peyton Manning has done to your franchise, your city. I would have paid him $24 million, kept him. If he wasn't healthy, I'd let Luck handle the show. And last but not least, the Jaguars apparently just hired a new owner, Rashid McPakistan. The Jaguars are so irrelevant that I'm just finding this out. So yeah. Was that a joke? You be the judge. We'll be right back.
Fighting for survival. Said he was a buffalo soldier in the war for America. Said he,
that was a little bit of Bob Marley, and if you don't enjoy Bob Marley, you don't deserve to live on this planet. But anyway, it is time for the NFLB User of the Week, and guys, this is a fucking prestigious ass award. If you don't know about this award, you just ain't about it. You ain't about it at all. Anyway, the NFLB User of the Week is someone who entertains me, who intrigues me, who represents the NFLB that week. And this week, it was my boy, Johnny Shred 612, who did the niggest of nigga things. He literally swindled y'all fools out of money. He just niggered you, and that I gotta give him props for that, yo. This fool had y'all waste y'all time and draft a bunch of players so he can go and, well, then he had you guys give him money so he can buy Madden, say that he set your team up. No one knows if he actually did, and just tell you the results of some random ass games with a grand prize of nothing. So he had you waste time and money. He basically made you listen to the fucking Watch the Throne CD. I'm sorry, that was a waste of time and money. But that's my personal opinion. I'm sorry. That's crazy right there. That shit cray. So Johnny Shred 612, you are the NFL Board User of the Week for Week 2. Congratulations. Come get your crown, motherfucker. And it's time now for the NFL according to Azor. This is my best friend on the NFL board, Azor Dreams. This week he brings to you his top 5 NFL safeties. Take it away, Azor.
Thank you, Ryan Connor, for the introduction. The top 5 NFL safeties in the league right now. Number 5 is D'Angelo Hall. I know he plays quarterback, but I think he'd make a hell of a safety. Number 4 is Michael Griffin, because he looks like Sean Taylor before death. Number 3 is Chris Horton, and only I know who that is. Number 2 is Oshiogo Otogwe. And number 1 is LaRon Landry. Thank you.
Always the voice of reason, you are, Azor. Thank you. And that's all the time we have this week for the podcast. If you enjoyed it, let me know. If you disliked it, fuck you. I had fun doing it, so hopefully this lasts a little bit. So that's all we have for today, and I'll see you next time. Or see you later, bitches.